Well, shit, I'm live. Nice. Good. So for maybe the next hour or so, I might fuck around and just went and broadcast on Instagram, and not one damn person followed that shit. So or watched it. They're probably all having themselves a good time doing something else. And as long as you're having a good time doing whatever you're doing instead of watching my shit, then I'm not gonna be upset. To be honest, I'm not a teenage girl who's gonna fucking cry over missing likes on a photo. Cause, well, yeah. So I was rambling on a little bit about random dumb shit. Probably ramble some more about some random dumb shit. But right now I'm painting my Astra Militarum, guys. Pretty much this is the first time I've put this much effort into like just the the regular troop guys. I mean, I painted some fine detail on the command squad. Because in 7th edition, the command squad was done differently, and, you know, the way they had them, it was a little different. Kitty, if you don't knock that shit off, treating my shit like a scratch post. Reconnecting. Alright, let me hit share again. Alright. God damn it. There we go. Alright. So, for those of you who are totally oblivious to what I'm doing, I am painting Mephiston red on the right shoulder pad or pauldron. In these cases, it's shoulder pads. Onto my Imperial Guardsmen. Even though they're really not Imperial, because we got busted out of the Imperium long ass time ago. Mainly for some social differences. We didn't feel like starting gunfights with Xenos for no fucking reason. In the Inquisition, well, they were a bunch of fucks, so they decided to just blow our shit up. I mean, we were pretty quick to evacuate the planet, so that's why so many of us are alive. But when the people you served for so long finally just up and say fuck you, sure somebody's gonna be like, oh yeah, the army did that to me. Well, you were probably a fat shitbag. But these guys, right now I've got scions in my hand, or at least guys that count as scions. 5 of them are actually scions, and the other 5 are just dudes with scion gear that I'm like, fuck it. It's a 10-man scion team. Motherfucker. So, putting that shit on there. Pretty fucking important. Mephiston red is the Legion highlight accent or whatever to tell you that it's my people. Whether it's the Space Marines, whether it's the fucking Guard, whether it's the Eldar or the Tau, we've all got the Mephiston red shoulder. there's a dude who's already famously put U.S. flags all over his shit, but that's okay as long as somebody does it. I was watching a video on how to find and buy models for cheap, like cheaper than just going to Games Workshop and buying them, or ordering them from Forge World. Holy fuck, Forge World's expensive. And that honestly might be a route that I go. A little paranoid about shopping online. Of course, I did just put tires on my Suburban, so yeah. Sure as shit. The fuck. Alright. So my Katachan guys, they're not gonna get the accent mark only because they're all just wearing t-shirts and jackets. They're not wearing any kind of pad whatsoever on their shoulder. Which means that fuck it. So so now that I've got all of them accent marked, I'm gonna go ahead and put that motherfucker back. And then I gotta figure out what fucking colors I want to put on their opposite arms. Or if I even want to put a color on that side. Because I'm half tempted to just take a fucking Sharpie of some sort and just be like, fuck it, here, there you go. And let's see. So I know some of you have religious objections to religious people, but Hobby Lobby's got some good fucking deals on shit. I'm gonna fuck with that. Little 10-pack of micro brushes for if you don't give a fuck about the shit. Alright, so I need to find me one of my fuck about ones. Or not, I'll just shake the shit up and hope the shit looks good. Or maybe not, I don't know. Maybe I'll make up my mind and put something else on this motherfucker. Trying to decide on colors. But I guess while I'm fucking around and being indecisive as shit, one thing I do know is I want to paint all their boots black. Because one thing I want to try and make these guys look like the old BDU uniforms. I don't know how well this brush is going to work. I mean, you know, I think I'm going to save the tester's brush for tester's paint. Or maybe I'll take the tester's paint and try using it. But I don't know if I have a black tester's. Ooh, hold on. Yes! I have a black tester's. How the fuck do you not have blacks? I know when I was in high school, spent 2 happy years in art classes, and year and a half, I don't remember. Try to block out a lot of high school, but one of the things I really liked, well, actually I didn't like, one of the things that stands out the most, probably the words I'm looking for, is one of the art teachers there would not stock black paint. If you wanted to paint black so badly, you had to mix it. And you mix black paint by taking damn near every motherfucker in that place and bastard fucking it together until you had your black paint. So at the time, I knew how to preserve mixed paint pretty fucking good. Knew how to keep remixing it, and what I did to make it, and wasn't always 100% the shade that I had made the previous time, but black was black at the time for me. I mean, right now, if I paint one of these dudes with Tester's flat black, I paint another dude with Tamiya flat black, and another dude with Abaddon black from Games Workshop, then I'll know. I'll know a month from now which one was which. Only because it's just the way I am. See about touching this to the water. Get that fucking cat hair off my brush. The only shitty thing about using my phone to broadcast is when I get messages, I have to stop broadcasting to see the message. So I'm not gonna know what the fuck anybody was saying. Oh, of course. It says my message was not sent. Well, fuck you. So there's my little commander with his bolt pistol. Yeah. This is not a precision inspiring brush. Like you do it at even less than a perfect stroke or whatever, or a certain movement, and the shit just fucks all. So chances are I'm gonna be redoing some shit later. Motherfucker. That's the medic. Saw a woman one time at the model shop, not a model shop, but at Hobby Lobby, where I like shopping, but boy, do I not like being in public around people. It's one of those things where if I was made of like a ton more money and I had a lot more spare time on my fucking hands, Amazon would get a lot of my fucking money. So I'm just that antisocial. Like, I can sit here and broadcast to the fucking world about painting and shit and ramble about shit that probably nobody wants to hear. But tell me to go out in public and buy some shit at Walmart. Okay, I'm gonna rush through that shit. Find something to zone in on that I don't have to pay attention to the people around me, and just fuck. Oh, you wouldn't do that for a hot girl. Well, first you shut the fuck up. Second, well, hot girl. Well, define hot girl. Is it just any bitch with tits? Guarantee you, it's probably, everybody has these fucking expectations of what women better look like. Like, nah. I'm not entitled to women looking a certain way. I'm more worried about them acting a certain way. More worried about, having a woman I can trust enough to bring home and know that I'm not going to wake up with a bullet in my head from my own gun. Or worse, wake up, find out I no longer have any guns. There are women out there like that. Women out there who, I'm on birth control. I mean, I'm totally gonna pop up pregnant here in a few weeks, but no, I am absolutely on birth control. I'm totally safe to come in. Sure thing, bitch. Sure thing. Almost makes you want to fucking develop a contract for people. Be like, hey, in the event that you turn out pregnant, I am not responsible. The only problem with that is there are pieces of shit out there who look to dodge responsibility because they just can't be bothered to do the right thing. Because how dare you hold somebody accountable for anything? Just like how dare you accuse a bully of being a bully. Right, Piers Morgan? Yeah. It's like, try to petition to deport Piers Morgan back to the UK, and the UK found out about that shit, and they petitioned to keep him from coming back. It's like, no. You're stuck with him now, Yanks. Oh, gee. Thanks a lot. I mean, we got a lot of wonderful, bright people who come to America from all these other places. And you get these fucking retards who are so fucking retarded that they're fucking retarded. Trying to remember which group they fucking grabbed the dude out of. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's right. One of these guys is 3 men short, but I have a pair of snipers in the fucking bin that I plan to put them into something. Although officially, I think snipers have to be either in a veteran squad or a special weapon squad, or in the command squad or some shit. And then you can only have like 2 or 3 of them at a time. It really blows shit because it's like I want to set up a fucking sniper team. Granted, if they're veterans or whatever, or if they're I think veterans, I forget if there's a way to give them a higher ballistic skill so that they're worth putting a sniper rifle in their fucking hands. But that's usually who you want to have a sniper rifle in the hands of, is somebody who can actually shoot where the fuck and not cost people their lives by firing bad shots when they're being counted on the most. You gotta have that fucking discipline to not be that asshole that fires a shot when you shouldn't have fired a fucking shot. You know, alerts everybody to the fact that you're even there, when you could totally just shut the fuck up, keep your head down, and keep gathering intel. Just watched a thing about the 5 worst fates in Warhammer 40k, and number 5 was being a servitor, and they told a story about a Space Marine scout who, instead of becoming a Space Marine later in life, he was to spend the rest of his existence as a fucking servitor. So you're pretty much a walking forklift. Feel dull as shit lately. It's like, fuck, you know. You know, people are like, oh yeah, everything's looking up for you. You shouldn't feel sad at all. Well, I'm not just feeling sad. I do suffer from depression. It's a real thing. Oh, shit! Well, fuck. Model's okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna cut this feed off and check my other shit and see what the fuck is going on.